Yeah, the coaches go discuss, what they see is going wrong. They come in, they ask us what we see. We kind of put one and one together and come up with two, I guess. We all kind of just discuss it, and that's one of the things they really want us to work on, like while we're on the field, is realizing what's going on and noticing things that we can go back and give them feedback. Because they can't see it, they can't see everything, but so we have to be. When we go out there, we have to be aware of what's going on around us and really think about these things and take mental notes. That way we can give feedback to them. That way we can make those adjustments. They had a good game plan coming into the game. They were running things that we hadn't seen on film. We just made the adjustments. They were running plays and they were just executing better than we were. So I don't necessarily know if it was just the communication aspect that was giving us trouble, but we made the adjustments we needed to make, I guess. I feel like last year, we kind of went back to the two-a-days, mindset, and I feel like it was pretty hard last year. But this year, I think Coach gave us a break and really just let us rest. We had a long, hard two-a-days, and so our bodies were a little bit beat up after that, and then we went straight into week one. So it's kind of bittersweet having our bye week this week, just because we got this rest early in the season. But I'm sure later on we'll be wanting this back. So. Coach gave us a nice long break, 3-day weekend, so we were able to get our feet back underneath us. Oh, without a doubt, everything starts up front. On both sides of the ball. If you don't have a front seven on defense, it doesn't matter what you do in the secondary, you're not going to be successful. So for our guys up front to have that type of success and get that type of push and just work the way they did, and it makes everything so much easier on the secondary. We're not having to make 12 and 13 tackles a game and safeties. We're able to sit back in coverage and relax and do our jobs. And that's what our defense is based on, is everyone doing their jobs. And they just went over the top this week and had a great game for us. Okay. Okay. We have a thing on the team right now. It's the eye in the sky doesn't lie. And what that means is there's cameras watching everything you do. So if y'all want to find out who has the better hands, just go look at practice film. Look at the game film. You see him drop a pick right around the 30-yard line. I can't believe he has the audacity to sit up there and say that. He has one drop. He has multiple in practice, but we won't even bring that up. He has one drop in the game, and I have one interception. So enough said. It's exciting. It really is. Like I said earlier, it's bittersweet just because right now we're just ready to go. We've had a little bit of taste of game type situations and everything. We've had one game, but at the same time we went through 4 or 5 weeks of spring ball. We went through 3 weeks, 3 long weeks of two-a-days, and so for us to barely scratch the surface and then have another off week, it's just that's the bitter part of it. But 11 straight weeks of football is I can't wait. So I'm sure I won't be saying this, 7, 8 games down the season, getting into Big 12 play, but, right now I'm just excited. And that's one of the things that coaches do a good job of, is just keeping us, keeping the competition level really high. Coach Sherman does a good job, having those special categories in there where we can go up against our offense. It was one of the better offenses that we'll see this year. One of the best offenses in the nation, well-rounded, great skill guys. So, we keep the competition level high. But, right at this point, I'm just ready to play somebody else. I'm tired of seeing Tannehill out there right now. It's not your typical Big 12 offense that we'll see. They line up, they have 2 tight ends sometimes. They have a pretty good quarterback. The running back, I think, might be the best player that I've seen so far. And they have good skill guys. But, like I said, it's not your typical Big 12 offense. They don't spread you out as much, I feel like. You like to think that they don't have the skill guys that the Big 12 will have, but I think that's false. I've seen they have skill guys who can make big plays. One of the things that I've always stood by is the difference between teams. Big, huge Division I teams and then like teams like Idaho. They say that the biggest difference is the offensive line, the front seven. Skill guys are kind of a dime a dozen. You can find this anywhere. So they've got great skill guys from what I've seen. Oh, he's one of those guys who has tremendous pass rush. Long guy. He's intense. I'm happy for DeMontre. For him to be able to bounce back from what his offseason and what he went through. But I'm excited. He's one of our better run fit guys, and his pass rush is really improved. So you know, we're all excited. We're all ready to go.